All right, we are going to go ahead and get started with our service with the ringing of the concho by our certified minister's assistant, Arturo Rubio. All right, good morning, everyone. Hope all of you are doing well on this Sunday morning. Hope you enjoyed that extra hour of sleep. I don't think none of you guys came early at 9 o'clock thinking that service started at 9 o'clock, but good to see all of you here for our Sunday service, our Dharma family service for today. Our Dharma leader today is going to be Sensei Noriko Kawai, and then you have our certified minister's assistant, Arturo Rubio, who just ran the concho. So we're going to continue on with our service with silent meditation led by Sensei Noriko.
The Buddha's mind is great compassion. It embraces sentient beings with unconditional benevolence. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandabts, 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 namandabts.
Will everyone turn to page 35 in your service books? We are going to do the sutra chanting of the Jusei.
가곤조 세강 히시무조도 시강후만속 세후조쇼각 가오무료고 후이다이세슈 후 最小便具政府上昇学合市上分道妙所長実法空教未証門政府上昇学利欲人少年上映主本業しぐ無浄土一生天人死人力現代公不傷無才道少女三苦名交際集約難回避知恵言滅死根も案閉塞小悪道津断然宗門高僧上満足異様老実法日願修十期変更音符言一種解放像公正苦読法上大集中説法四式供養一切仏具足修徳本安寧心上満徳意三害を女分無下知津断未不詳願学営利投資最小尊志願約国家大戦後感動国書天人とうち妙家ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ願にしく読平等性一切道本菩提心往生安楽 namandab, namandab, namandabs, 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 namandabs.
All right. At this time, we will now have a Dharma School message given by one of our Dharma School students who's in the 5th through 8th grade class, Kobe Kawahara.
Oh, shoot. Good morning. My name is Kobe Kawahara. I'm a member of the Sangha teens in 7th grade. In Finding Your Path theme, I chose my favorite book as a child, The Little Blue Truck by Alice Wirchel and illustrated by Jill McElmurray. I'm now going to show you a video of the book, The Little Blue Truck.
Illustrated by Jill McElmurray. Horn went, engine purred. Friendliest sounds you ever heard. Little blue truck came down the road. Said Blue to a big green toad. Toad said croak and winked an eye when little blue truck went rolling by. Sheep said baa. Cow said moo. Oink, said a piggy. Said Blue. Cluck, said a chicken. And her chick said peep. Maa, said a goat. Blue said neigh, said a horse. Quack, said a duck. Said the friendly little blue truck. Honk, yelled a dump truck. Coming through. I've big important things to do. I haven't got time to pass the day with every duck along the way. Went the dump around a curve. He saw a puddle and he tried to swerve. Into the mud rolled a big fat truck, and his big important wheels got stuck. His heavy-duty dump truck tires were sunk down deep in muck and mire. "Honk!" cried the dump, and he sounded scared, but nobody heard, or nobody cared. Then, into the mud, bump, 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 came the little blue truck to help the dump. Little Blue pushed with all his might. Now Blue and the dump were both stuck tight. "Help! Help! Help!" cried the little blue truck. "I'm stuck! I'm stuck!" Everybody heard that. The cow came running with the pig and the sheep. Up at a gallop ran the big brown horse. Goat jumped over the fence, of course. The hen came flapping with the chick and the duck, and everybody pushed the little blue truck. Head to head and rump to rump, they all pushed Blue, who pushed the dump. They couldn't quite budge that heavy load. Then who hopped up but the big green toad? All together, 1, 2, 3. One last push, and the trucks were free. "Thanks, little brother," said the dump to Blue. "You helped me, and they helped you. Now I see a lot depends on a helping hand from a few good friends." Said Blue. "Who wants a ride?" Everybody scrambled to jump inside. Oink, quack, bah, ooh, cluck, beep, neigh, croak, bah, The end.
As you saw in the video, the friendly little blue truck is practicing savoring each moment and finding peace and happiness on his path, rather than focusing on the big achievements or possessions in life. For example, the author shows this when the big fat truck honks at all the animals and says, "I don't have time to pass the day with all the animals in the way." Rather than, Then he gets stuck in the mud and honks for help, but no one says help. But no one helps him because the little blue truck. Because along the big truck's path, he doesn't say hi or even talk to the animals. So that's why the animals didn't care when he cried for help. But in the story, the little blue truck fosters a sense of connection and awareness of others along his path. The truck shows his kindness by showing gratitude to all the animals by saying hello. His acts of kindness and gratitude are shown when the blue truck tried to help the big truck. Because when they both got stuck in the mud, the little blue truck cried for help. Beep, beep, beep. Everyone heard that familiar beep and came out to help, which shows how engagement with showing the littlest amount of gratitude can have the biggest effect. So when you try to find your path, think about how your actions can affect others. Thank you. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Kobe, for your beautiful Dharma talk on how we find our path with the book. All right, will everyone please rise for the reading of The Golden Chain? It can be found on page 90 of the service book. All right, Golden Chain. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Asho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. All right, please remain standing. We are now going to have our Gatha for today. We're going to be singing Praise to Buddha. It can be found on page 130 of the service book. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandabs. 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 All right, you may be seated. All right. At this time, we are going to recognize our November birthdays. So if you do have a birthday in November, you are welcome to come on up and offer incense. Now, don't be shy. The laptop is not a part of it. All right, so when I give you the microphone, or I'll point you the microphone, tell me your name and then the birthday.
Katie, Guy Fawkes Day.
Lourdes, November 23.
Aaron, November 16.
Yuri, 28.
Penelope, November 16.
Mariel, 18.
Ken, November 28th.
Angela, November 4th.
Efton, November 4th.
Mateo, November 11th.
Lisa, November 25th.
Plenty of birthdays this month. All right, now we are going to sing happy birthday to our Dharma friends. You are welcome to pick a gift from in front of the podium. Okay. And while everyone's picking out a gift, if you have any announcements, you're welcome to come on up and present those announcements right now.
Good morning. I'm here to announce the San Diego 25th anniversary Asian Film Festival. And it's going to run from November 7th to November 16th. And it's going to be at two venues. One is the Regal in Mira Mesa, and the other one is the Museum of Photographic Arts in Balboa Park. And there's two movies I'm going to highlight, but there's a total of 170 films being shown during that time span. And the first one I'm going to highlight is Nobuko Miyamoto, A Song in Movement. And she's going to appear in person and do a mini concert. And for those that don't know, she's an activist, dancer, singer, and choreographer. And she's helped collaborate and create some of our Obon dances, such as Motai Nai, Bambutsu no Tsunagari, Yuyo, and some others. And so for those that don't know, anyway, she helped create those. And the other movie I want to highlight is, I have to read it because it's a hard name, it's the Cats of Gokoku Shrine. So that's a good one if you love cats. But I think if you watch the trailer, it's also a very spiritual and environmental movie. And Margot said to announce that Vance will not be attending the Cats movie. And that's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Margot, your still friendly brittle lady. I follow Shirley, so I don't have to adjust the mic. Anyway, our delivery of brittle will be coming in next week, hopefully. And we're still taking brittle orders. The office desk has a box that's labeled brittles, and then the order sheets are there. And for those of you that didn't get the correction on the brittle corn, it's $12, not $11. Sorry, the price didn't go down. And anybody who loves the Sweet Hots, those are really, really limited this year. So if you're interested in that, that's probably going to sell out pretty quickly because it's a limited stock. Anyway, thank you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Just a reminder that Junior YBA is hosting a Thanksgiving food drive until November 17th. If you have any non-perishables or canned goods that you would like to donate, it would be much appreciated. There are 2 boxes where you can donate, one next to the stairs going up to the hondo, like on this side, and then one in the hospitality room. All of the food will be donated to UPAC, which is the Union of Pan-Asian Communities. UPAC is a nonprofit organization that helps to improve the general well-being and education of the Asian Pacific Islander and other ethnic communities of San Diego County. Thank you, and please consider donating.
Good morning, everyone. We just launched our 2024 winter clothing donation drive on November 1st. So we will be collecting gently used warm clothing items such as jackets, sweaters, sweatshirts, and heavy socks. Please drop off your donations here at the temple. The collection box is downstairs outside of the office. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Jason. I'm Penelope and Benjamin's dad, and I'm making another performance announcement for the 28th Annual Parole Lantern Festival that is going to be held on December 7th. It's from 2 to 6 p.m. at Eastlake High School. And I really highly recommend this. It's super cool. The last performance that I was hawking was very kind of a somber introspection on like the clash of culture and empire. This is just a really fun one. Kids are dancing. Penelope and Benjamin will be performing. There's food and there's entertainment and there's stuff to buy and activities to do. If you're interested in getting tickets, come see myself or my wife or even Penelope and Benjamin, because you can get a small discount if you buy the tickets through us. I think it's like $14 or $15 a ticket. It's very fun, so I highly recommend it.
All right, thank you for those announcements. All right, I want to say thank you to Sensei Noriko Kawai for being our Dharma leader for today. Sensei Arturo Rubio, who's right now in action doing the incense, for his role including ringing the concho, and Ong for playing the organ today, and then our tech team of Ken Moroka for live stream our service. I want to thank all of you for attending today's service, both here in the Hondo and then on YouTube as well for any of you watching. At this time, the Dharma School is going to be dismissed to their classes. Please do Oshoko first.
We will begin the adult portion of the service with the Vandana and Tisarana, found on page 96, led by Noriko Sensei.
Please join me from the first line. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Kie Butsu. Namo Kie Ho. Namo Kie So. Gasho. Namandabs.
Namandabs,
Namandabs.
namandabs,
Namandabs. Lai hai.
And now Noriko Sensei will give us, or Arturo, are you doing it? Noriko? Noriko will be giving the adult Dharma message.
Please join me in Gasho. The Buddha's mind is great compassion. It embraces sentient beings with unconditional benevolence. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab, 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 namandab. Good morning. It's been a while since I stood here last time, so I'm kind of nervous. What I just read is from Bussetsu Kanmuryo Jukyo. In English, it's called The Sutra on Contemplation of Amitayus. It is about Buddha's compassion. Amida Buddha's compassionate presence always inspires me as a chaplain. Chaplains are someone who offers spiritual support in hospitals, hospices, prisons, military, schools, corporates, and disaster areas. And there are many more areas that chaplains serve. I have been working as a hospice and hospital chaplain for several years now. Today, I would like to share my experience as a chaplain and the important message to the people who I offer support, that is, you are not alone. I started as a volunteer at a hospice, then studied at 2 seminaries, and I was trained at Sharp Memorial Hospital. Now I work both at a hospice and hospital. Our patients are very diverse in many ways. Where am I? Okay. So our patients are very diverse in many ways. Race, religion, and age, and it could be any different other ways too. Our patients are not necessarily elderly people. People come to hospice when they have prognosis of 6 months or less to live. But there are very young patients, and some are even babies. At the hospice, volunteers took turns and held a dying baby for 24 hours too. Many patients have their last moments surrounded by their loved ones, but some people die alone. There are people who choose to do so. People have their own reasons and situations. As a chaplain, I visit patients and their families and listen to what they are going through. This is not only about hospices, but same with hospitals. Patients often share that they have hard times accepting the fact that they cannot do what they used to and not being understood for feeling that way by others. In my life also, I have experienced many happy moments, but sad and challenging moments as well. I've had the experience of not being understood when I was having tough times. From that experience, I learned that difficulty of understanding others. Just as others do not understand me, it can be difficult for me to understand others. It might be even impossible. So when I meet with people, I try not to say, or I try never say, I understand you, because I wouldn't. Even if we are experiencing the exact same thing, two people don't feel the exact same way. Don't we sometimes feel that way? Have you felt like I'm not understood? You want to share something, but people don't understand. Even if we are not sick, when we have a hard time at work or home, we might feel nobody understands me. Even if you have understanding friends and family, you might not share everything with them. Sometimes you might feel reluctant to share your true feelings to those who are close to you. You might not want to worry them. In those moments, chaplains are present for those who suffer, accept them as they are, with no judgment, and let them know you are not alone. I am here. I spoke about Amida's compassion at the beginning. You might know the statue of Amida is leaning slightly forward. I understand that this is because Amida is always watching us and is ready to step forward for us whenever we need non-judgmental presence. I learned that there is a statue called Mikaeri Amida at Zenrinji in Kyoto. A book contemplating on Buddha statues talks about this statue. The attitude that waits for those who come behind, the attitude that reflects on where it stands, the attitude of love and mercy, looking back at all sentient beings to go forward, even though numbers of beings facing toward it right from the front, Amida's compassionate heart never abandons the beings that are behind. As a chaplain, listening is the most important thing I do. I listen to what patients, their families, and staff are going through, and be present for them and with them. We all have busy life. It's not easy to slow down and be fully present with others. But when we are having difficult times, we want someone to be there for us. Chaplains are not there to solve problems, but by listening actively, mindfully, and deeply, the problems might not be gone, but many feel better. Many people come to solutions just by talking to others. The other day, a patient's family said to me, "Oh, you do miracles," after she tearfully shared her feelings around her husband being close to his passing. I just listened. Some say, "Thank you for listening without judgment." When I hear it, I realize that we are constantly judging others and being judged, and we need to be listened and feel that we are not alone. Do you remember Aoyama Sensei? Of course we remember Aoyama Sensei. I understand that Aoyama Sensei is the very first Buddhist who received the training as a chaplain in the United States and worked as a professional clinical chaplain. I immensely respect him for making the way for chaplains who are not Christian, because we are very, very much of minority. In his book, Aoyama Sensei emphasizes the importance of telling patients and their families that you are not alone. Sensei also writes about not to force our opinion to others. Chaplains are not there to preach or give advice. That is not our job at all. We offer our presence with compassion, listen, acknowledge, and validate. We offer presence and listening. When we are going through tough times, we might feel not understood. Amida Buddha tells us, "You are okay as you are." Amida Buddha accepts us as we are. When we are suffering, remember that Amida's statue that is leaning toward us. It reminds us that we are not alone. Because Amida's compassion is for us, for all of us. Amida's such presence inspires me to be compassionate presence for those I support. And I talked about Amida's compassionate presence and kind of compared with Chaplin's presence, but I'm not saying that we are like Amida at all. I'm just trying to be as compassionate as I can, and I'm like learning from Amida Buddha. Thank you for listening. Please join me in Gasho. The Buddha's mind is great compassion. It embraces sentient beings with unconditional benevolence. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Bye, hi.
Thank you, Sensei, for your message. And that's a great preview of our seminar that's going to be held here on November 23rd, End of Life Planning. We will now have, please stand for the Gatha on Doksan 2, found on page 128. Nyorai dai no ondoku wa miyoko ni shite mo hosu beshi shishu chishiki no ondoku mo one o kudakite mo shasu beshi. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Please be seated for closing meditation. Just practice good, do good for others without thinking of making yourself known so that you may gain reward. Really bring benefit to others, getting nothing for yourself. This is the primary requisite for breaking free of attachment to self. By Dogen Zenji. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. You're welcome to come up and offer incense. If you have questions, we have 3 languages represented for answers. English, of course, Japanese, and Spanish. And then there's hospitality. There's some great chocolate chip cookies down there, oat milk cookies. And then for those who have pre-registered for it, there is the sukiyaki luncheon at noon. So, and that concludes today's service.